Zedswell back with another one. If you're watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment below. Listen up, man. I've got to talk about this main old thing on Vlad. Vlad, basically, 50 Cent dropped a diss the other day, dissing Mano, Jim Jones, Fabulous, Davies. Even threw a shot at Davies. Davies had nothing to do with it. But it was just a little jab at Davies, basically saying to Davies, yo, you don't even count, but you can catch a stray. You get me? Like, 50 Cent, man, he keeps up with his antics. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a top troll. I even said, I don't know. How do you beat 50? You have to beat 50 at his own game. I feel like one of these men have to go and get his B-Mars, X-Girls, and all these and troll him back. This is not enough. Papoose dropped a diss. Lyrically, Papoose is tough lyrically, but he ain't make no noise. Mano dropped her a diss to reply to 50. Ain't making no noise. None of them are gonna be able to destroy 50 Cent lyrically. You have to do more than just attack 50 Cent lyrically. You have to do more than that to beat 50. So anyway, yeah, the Mano situation. Yo, by the way, yeah, in the new 50 Cent video where this is Mano, yeah, that clip of Mano in the barber seat, yeah, with the AI where the geezer comes and cuts him, yeah. Yo, that is too funny. I can't even lie. That is too funny. There, I'm gonna put the clip up. But yeah, that made me crack up. I'm not gonna lie. Mano's this. Mano ain't Mano. You cannot beat 50, especially with bars. You have to do something else to beat 50. Anyway, yeah. So Vlad has got Mano up on his platform, and Mano's talking about 50 Cent. And this is what, like, because I've had this debate with man before. You get me? I've had this debate with man a couple years ago, like about 50 Cent. People say I'm a 50 Cent hater. I'm not a 50 Cent hater. He's one of the best to do it. I watched his whole career play out from before Get Rich or Die. And I'm not a 50 Cent hater, bro. He's one of the best I've seen do it. You know what I'm saying? I put Nas above him in New York, though. Probably Styles P above him as well in New York. After that, it's 50. I rate 50 Cent heavily for his music. I don't like all this trolling he's doing. I feel like he's a big man. He shouldn't be doing all that. But that's another story. So Vlad got Manu up on here to talk up on his platform to talk about 50 Cent, yeah. And I'm just saying that, yo, did 50 Cent win any of his street beats? Because a lot of men seem to think after watching this Mano thing, which I've always thought it, but it's just come back into my head to where I'm asking the question again because man thought like 50 Cent really was out here doing what Dirk and them is doing, getting this man licked down, this man, this and that. He wasn't doing none of that. 50 Cent, he's even question. We can arguably even say that due to what is documented now, if there's other stuff in the street we don't know about, cool. But what's documented is the beef that a lot of the beefs 50 Cent had with like Jimmy Henchman, World. I wouldn't even say Suge Knight, but there weren't no really beef there. But I'm gonna put up a clip about that. And Murder Inc. here. 50 Cent never won any of them beefs. 50 Cent didn't win any of them beefs. I'm gonna get this main old clip up first here because this just and because I was having a debate with my brethren on Twitter about it. But like I said, I seen what happened at the time. I'm not just speaking about it now, going back researching. I was there at the time, fully tuned in when 50 Cent was popping. But let's get into this main old clip first and foremost, yeah.
Jeter had real serious street beef with a lot of very serious
With
guys.
who?
Jimmy Henchman.
They got spanked. Nigga, are you crazy? They got spanked. What is wrong with you?
What do you mean they got
You see Mano there, yeah. And like Vlad is talking to Mano is a New Yorker, so Mano's ears would have been to the streets at that time. So Mano knows way more that was happening more than Vlad. You get me? And Jimmy Henchman is in jail right now. Not just solely because of that, but part of Jimmy he's got bare charges. He's never coming home. He's got bare charges. He got caught up on some big indictment. Yeah, but one of his charges is getting a man killed who was associated with G Unit. Tony Yayo and this guy named Lodi Mac seen Jimmy Henchman's son, slapped him in the face, yeah? Tony Yayo's mom's house got shot up after that. Tony Yayo and this Lodi Mac got arrested for that incident. Tony Yayo got probation. Lodi Mac went jail for about a year. Came out. As soon as Lodi Mac came out, he got killed. Jimmy Henchman is in jail for doing that. So people might say, oh, that's not G. He was associated. He was with Tony Yayo and Tony Yayo and them. He took, either way you want to look at it, he took on the beef for G Unit because Jimmy Henchman was Game's manager and Game fell out with 50 Cent. And that's how 50 Cent and Jimmy Henchman got into beef in the first place. So when man are talking about, so Jimmy Henchman, and there's even more incidents where Jimmy Henchman has tried to get these, man. We have not heard, besides hearing Yayo slap Jimmy Henchman's son, after he slapped Jimmy Henchman's son, Yayo's mom's house got shot up, and the other guy went jail. As soon as he came out, he got killed, and it's documented because Jimmy Henchman is in jail for that. So, yeah, don't get it twisted. Jimmy Henchman is in jail for it now. He's stupid. He crashed out. But they was doing more. Like, this is what I'm saying. That even Mano is saying, yo, Jimmy Henchman spanked him. Stop. Man need to cut out the biasness, man. G Unit was not winning street wars. Musically, though, they was destroying, man. But in the streets, they was on the defensive. Let's be honest.
Yo, Vlad, please, trust me when I'm telling you this. I don't really want to go into all this, but they got spanked. What is wrong with you? Jimmy had his way. People died. What are you talking about?
Yo, and there's documented stuff of them not trying to get 50 Cent out of photo shoot, gun jamming, all kind of stuff. Where the feds was actually tapping these man's phones and seeing these man was trying to get 50 Cent and G Unit. You get me? Obviously, it's silly now because he's in jail. You get me? He's in jail for the rest of his life now. That's just one guy, Jimmy. I'm going to show you some clips as well in a bit about Jimmy Henchman.
Oh. Jimmy had his way.
What are you talking about?
I mean, Yayo's house got shot up over that situation. I understand that. But ultimately...
Think about what you're saying and think about what happened.
Meaning what? That Jimmy's doing double life?
Listen. In that situation, that situation, they wasn't a victor in that situation, brother.
Right.
Okay, so what?
But I feel like these guys stood their ground.
Who stood what ground?
I think G Unit stood their ground.
You don't know what you're talking about, bro.
This is what I'm saying. This is Vlad saying this. Vlad's not even in the streets or hearing anything. I think they stood their ground. What did they do? Stand there. Yeah, they slapped my man's son. A man's mum's yard got shot up for that. And one of the guys who was there when Yayo slapped him went jail for it, and as soon as he came out, he got killed. And my man is in jail for getting him killed. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that beef there, what is documented, Jimmy Henchman did more to G Unit than G Unit did. Yeah, they might have slapped his son, but man paid for it with his life, and a man's mom's yard got shot up. Now, I'm not glorifying this or nothing. I'm just speaking the facts of what happened in these situations, because people seem to think that 50 Cent was out here just having his way, just getting man touched, doing this and that. It's all, well, when there's there's peer stuff that's documented that happened to G Unit and 50. You get me? There's nothing really documented to what 50 would have done. And at that time when 50 Cent was at his top, the FBI, everybody was onto him. They was trying to get Mobb Deep, Prodigy to plant guns on him. They wanted 50 locked up. So 50's phones was tapped at that time. So if they could have found any intent where 50 was putting hits on man or doing this or that, he would have been in jail as well. Because these guys had... all these guys that 50 had beef with was being surveillance as well. And you get me, got indicted for other stuff as well.
Okay.
And it's easy to go for with the folklore. What else? Who else?
World.
You don't even know World. World is my childhood friend.
Okay.
Listen, this is things. He wasn't.
They didn't have beef with World?
Listen, that wasn't no.
The shooting that happened.
See this guy they're talking about, Vlad's talking about now, this guy named World. He used to go out with Little Kim when Little 50 Cent and Little Kim made the song The Magic Stick. Yeah, rare. 50 was supposed to shoot a video with Little Kim for that tune, The Magic Stick, yeah. And 50 didn't turn up for the video. And at the time, this guy, Weld, World is the same guy that is documented as killing the guy that shot 50 Cent 9 times. Not for 50 or nothing, just in some different. Because if you like do your research, 50 Cent got shot by 9 times by a guy from Brooklyn. This guy named World, who Vlad was just talking to Mano about, he's from Brooklyn. They had their own differences. World ended up killing that same guy that shot 50 Cent. Yeah, boom. And then he ended up going out with Little Kim and managing Little Kim. And because 50 Cent and Little Kim fell out, this guy World, after 50 Cent went on Funkmaster Flex radio station and was on a freestyle, and this Little Kim on the freestyle. After 50 Cent left Funkmaster Flex, his radio station, World and his crew followed 50 Cent and his entourage to New Jersey, and World got out the car and shot at him. It's documented. Go and do your research about it as well. This guy World shot at 50 Cent. This is another guy who was beefing with 50 Cent and then got indicted and is in jail for the rest of his life as well for murders and other stuff. You get me? He shot at 50 Cent. So when Vlad's saying, beefing with World, they didn't do nothing to World. World got out and World shot at 50 Cent, but they didn't do nothing back to World. World got indicted and locked up in jail for the rest of his life.
After the Hot 97?
Listen, this is when I don't even want to get into it.
Okay.
One incident happened, right?
See, he's saying one incident happened. That incident that he's talking about is World shooting at 50 Cent.
You think you really into it with somebody with one incident?
Suge Knight.
Yo, bro,
The
listen.
stabbing incident.
Suge Knight. Now he's talking about Suge Knight. The Suge Knight incident is the Suge Knight thing wasn't even about 50 Cent. Suge Knight used to diss 50 Cent. Don't get it twisted yet. But at one time at the BET Awards or some awards, Soul Train Awards in LA or something, Dr. Dre, a guy came. Suge Knight paid a guy basically to punch Dr. Dre in the face. When the guy punched Dr. Dre in the face at the award show, yeah, one of the entourage from G Unit Young Buck stabbed the guy, and Young Buck actually got locked up on probation for doing that, stabbing the guy that punched Dr. Dre. That beef wasn't even about 50 Cent. That was some Suge Knight, Dr. Dre shit. If you do your history on Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, when Dre left Death Row, Suge Knight was just on some fuck Dr. Dre tip. I'm gonna show you a clip though in a minute of one of the G Unit ex-members named Bang'em Smurf. If you like know who Bang'em Smurf is, he was there from the beginning before 50 Cent even signed with Dre and all that. In the streets, they're from the same hood. As soon as 50 dropped his album and Blue, 50 Cent dropped him for whatever reasons, because he was probably being too hot or doing some shit like that. But he spoke on an incident where Suge Knight came on the set of a video when Eminem and 50 Cent was there, and he'll tell you what 50 Cent done. I'm gonna show you that clip in a minute, yeah?
At the Vibe Awards.
Yo, listen.
Sorry, it weren't the Soul Train or BET. It was the Vibe Awards where Dr. Dre got punched in his face and Young Buck stabbed the guy who punched Dr. Dre in the face. And that guy was allegedly paid by Suge Knight to punch Dr. Dre in the face. So we never had nothing to do with 50. It's not like the guy punched 50 in the face.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't have no reason to believe the extra gangster shit. You believe whatever you want to believe. I ain't here to tell
But
you.
we're talking about actual incidents. We saw the video at the Vibe Awards, right?
What happened at the Vibe Awards?
The guy that attacked them ended up getting stabbed.
Attacked who?
Attacked Dr. Dre.
What
Who was with them?
What they had that? Yo, bro.
They were there with Dr. Dre.
Yo, bro, leave me.
See, Vlad, this is what I'm saying. Vlad's talking about G Unit held it down, but Vlad has not. Vlad has spoke on 3 different men, Jimmy Henchman, World, and Suge Knight, and not in one of them incidents has Vlad said anything that G Unit did to them. Only things what they did to him. If you want to count one, yeah, okay, Jimmy Henchman, Tony Yayo did slap his son, but his mom got, Jimmy Henchman went all out for that, got Yayo's mom's house shot up. That's documented. And he got the geezer who was with Yayo killed. That's documented as well. So, yeah, Yayo slapped his son, but they got back twice. A man lost his life for that. So Vlad is named 3 different people that 50 G Unit was beefing with, and in none of them 3 people his name G Unit come out on top. His name World shot after 50 Cent. Nothing happened to World. Suge Knight got my man punched in the face. That's not even to do with 50 Cent. But I'm gonna show you a clip as well what happened, what Bang'em Smurf says happened when Suge Knight come to the video shoot when 50 Cent was there.
Signed to Dr. Dre.
Yo, bro, listen to me. I'm not gonna debate you on another man. All I'm speaking from my perspective, and it is what it is. Like, I don't have no reason to believe nothing extra. Those incidents that you talking about, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People lost a lot. Like, look, it don't even matter to me, right? Look, like I said, you believe whatever the fuck you want to believe. I know truth. I think it's all a character act. Whatever, man.
This is what I'm saying. I rate 50 Cent. 50 Cent's from the streets. One of the best to ever do it. But when the truth is the truth, I have seen so much incidents that's happened with G Unit and other crews and all that. I can't say 50 Cent. 50 Cent didn't beat Murder Inc. He beat them musically in the streets. When 50 Cent blew up, he hired off-duty cops to stay around with him because he feared for his life. He moved to LA. Murder Inc. was still in New York, moving around comfortably, shooting videos. Nobody got touched. Nobody got touched. 50 Cent was rapping, saying, yeah, when I catch you, I'm going to do this and rare. Nothing happened to any of them. Them man didn't get a scratch. We've heard what happened to 50 Cent. 50 Cent got shot up. He got stabbed by Black Child in G and Black Child from Murder Inc. He got into a beef with Ja Rule down Atlanta. Yeah, he punched Ja Rule in the face, but them man all jumped on him and he had to run and get off into the elevator. That's all I'm saying. Man don't call me a 50 hater because I rate 50 more than all these, man. Suge Knight, Manu, all these, man. But the truth is the truth. 50 Cent and G Unit did not win no street beefs at the time when they was popping. They was on the defensive. They was on the defensive, bro. This is he did Murder Inc. Yeah, got it. Murder Inc. had 50 worried, but Murder Inc. weren't worried. They were still in New York chilling, no security in the streets. If you really know, you really know. So when people say, "Oh, 50 Cent done this and that and had these man," yo, I'm not saying 50 Cent's a pussy either. I think 50 Cent moves smart. He's the last man standing. Irv Gotti, rest in peace, passed away. The Geezer World, he's in jail. The Suge Knight's in jail. Jimmy Henchman's in jail. All these men are in jail. 50 Cent's the last man standing. Successful movies. All these kind of stuff there. I rate what 50 Cent's doing, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that 50 Cent weren't under pressure at that time. And in the streets, these man was trying to get him. Murder Inc. was trying to get 50 Cent. Supreme was trying to get 50 Cent. Jimmy Henchman was trying to get 50 Cent. 50 Cent, why do you think, if 50 was such a bad boy and these man were pussy, like you said, why did 50 Cent hire cops? These lot didn't. Jimmy Henchman, these lot didn't have hired cops. They was moving with their street teams. So when Mano's saying all this and that, when Vlad's saying, G Unit held their ground and whatnot and this and that, bro, come on, man. Like, you get me? Let's not act like G Unit weren't on the defensive. But yo, it's not about being the hardest. It's about being the smartest. And that's what 50 Cent was. He was the smartest, bro. Because he's still standing now. So I'm not saying, yo, 50 Cent, you this and that. I'm not saying that. But when you're talking street beefs and all that, yeah, 50 Cent weren't out there doing what Dirk's doing now. Even, Dirk's locked up for 1M murder for hire. But we've seen enough to know that Dirk was getting a few man laid out in the streets. There's nothing to say that 50 Cent got any. And I'm not saying that there might be stuff that he done that we don't know about. I'm not saying that. But what I'm going off what we seen and what's documented. When Jimmy Henchman went jail, in his discovery and in his paperwork, there was countless times he was trying to get G Unit. Countless times he was trying to get. When that guy Weld got locked up, that was in his paperwork how he shot at 50 and done this. Like there's a lot of documented evidence that these people was trying to get at 50, or they did get at 50. There's nothing documented that 50 Cent ever got done to these man. That's all I'm saying, innit? So when Mano's talking, yeah, about this and that, and like I said, I was a 50 Cent fan right about that time there, and I was fully tuned in to what's going on. You hear me? I was fully tuned into what's going on. Let me play one clip of Bangum Smurf, yeah. This is one of 50's guys from his hood who was with him from before he blew up, yeah. Before he blew up to 50 Cent, as soon as 50 Cent dropped his first album, he got rid of him because I think he was too much of a hothead and didn't want him around him. You get me? But here's him talking about, this is him talking about, look, Bangum Smurf, this is him. Bangum Smurf speaks on Suge Knight rushing 50 Cent in the club video shoot. This was when, look, so he's not with 50 Cent at this point now anymore, but he's talking about when 50 Cent shot that video, Go Shorty, it's your birthday, rare. He was there, yeah, getting his hair cut. Suge Knight come to the set, and he's going to tell you his story of what happened.
Up. So then he called me back like, yo, nigga, this Shine Money XL. I'm not lying. I'm keeping 100 just to keep it real, bro. Yo, Sugar on the set, man. I want everybody to do you now. Come through. So I said, oh, shit. I threw the cape off, threw the shit off, and we running up and shit. I just see niggas running crazy and shit. Because, you know, they had waiters there and shit, like the white people and shit. They going crazy. Oh, shit, Shook scared the shit out of them. I just see it. Niggas just running. So I'm running.
Yo, it makes me laugh. They say, yo, Shook came, everyone running around crazy and all that, you know. Yo, let me reel up.
Just see niggas running crazy and shit. Because, you know, they had waiters there and shit, like the white people and shit. They going crazy. Oh, shit, Shook scared the shit out of them. I just see it. Niggas just running. So I'm running. So, oh, shit, so it's brawling and stuff. But this nigga just running to get the fuck away from Shook. You know what I mean? But the nigga came. Now the nigga walking. I run right past the nigga like, oh, shit. I kind of got like starstruck for a minute. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not lying. I'm not here to tell no lies. Just I'm keeping it real, bro. I got starstruck. I never seen Sugar real life. So I'm running past like, oh shit, this nigga Sugar's here. So I run inside. I'm looking at this shit, but I'm smiling. I know you about it. And I got the 50 shirt on too. So I went in like, yo, why this nigga smiling? Yo, I just smile. Starstruck. Oh shit, Sugar. Boy, what is I told 50 now, yo, Sugar outside. What you want me to do? Such and such and such. He laughed and said, nah. Just go outside and hold it down. So I go outside, shit. Everybody, I flew the whole. Well,
see what I mean? This was one of 50 Cent soldiers, one of his boys from the hood at that time who was with him. He said he went into the trailer and said, Suge is outside. You want me to do this or that? 50 Cent, nah, just go outside and hold it down. 50 didn't even come outside, bro. 50 didn't, and my man kept it real. You can tell he's being real because he's even saying, yo, I ran past Suge Knight. And that was the first time I seen him. I was smiling. You get me? I was kind of starstruck. He's keeping it real.
I ain't flew him in. I ain't fly him in. But I called up my niggas from Shadyville. This was Who Kid Peoples and Shine Money people. But I was close with them too because we used to brawl a lot back in the days. So I was close with my homie Ace because we went through that brawling era when we was younger. So I was close with Ace. He from Shadyville. So I called him up like, yo, when y'all come through, They was like, all right, homie, they ain't no broke niggas neither. I'll give it to them. Because like 15 of them flew out, you know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. They bought their own shit, came out. Support the cause, you know what I mean? Shine Money and them was surprised to see his whole team there, because that's how Bangum is. Everybody getting there, because they ain't want us to clash and shit. You know, I had all that shit in order and shit. But anyway, me and all my Shadyville niggas out there, you heard? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We did like this, facing off with Suge Knight, homie, like this. Suge with 20 Mexicans, you heard? Little niggas like this big. I'm just keeping it real. No disrespect to nobody, they get busy. No disrespect to nobody. I fuck with Mexicans, but I'm keeping it 100. This is just keep it real, but man, little and shit. So I'm looking like this shit gonna be easy if we brawl with these niggas. I just slap nigga one time, he going, and knock these niggas down and shit. But we faced off with Suge and shit. Suge just blowing his cigar though, you heard? We did like this, everybody just eye contact, you heard? Nigga Dre left, he ran. I forgot to tell y'all that. Dre was there, Dre left. M was there, M left. M came back with the vest though. Shout out to M. M came back with the vest like, fuck that. They holding it down out there. I see banging with them. M was out there with the fucking vest on. You know what I mean? So anyway, long story short, the nigga Suge dropped his cigar, stepped on it. He see niggas ain't moving. Niggas are standing firm. Like it's gonna go down. Whatever's whatever, you heard? Suge just left with the Mexicans, you heard? Just left. So I go back inside and shit. I run inside and shit and tell 50 like, yo, them niggas leaving. So I'm looking for my nigga. So that's when my homies from Connecticut was there. My homie Dream, he was definitely there. I'm just keeping it real, just to keep it real, blah. The big homie Dream from Connecticut, he was security, nigga. He could tell you this. I go back inside, and I'm naming names, so you know I ain't lying. Big Dream, the big security. You know what I mean? He do bodyguard and shit, you heard? Came up, I ran through like, yo, son, where 50 at? A nigga said, look up. I looked up, son. This nigga, you know, he got steps and shit in the wall. This is a big filming studio, man. Big ass warehouse type shit. I look up, son. This nigga all the way up on the steps laughing. I said, what the fuck? In my head, I'm saying, what the fuck this nigga doing in the ceiling? Real talk, son. This is just keep it real, blood.
Yo, you see what I'm saying? He said he went outside. 50 didn't come outside, you know. He said Dr. Dre left. He said Eminem left and came back with a vest on and held it down. 50 Cent stayed in the trailer, didn't come out the trailer. Didn't come out the trailer. Him and Eminem and all these brethren held it down out there. Then he said Suge Knight left. He went back in the trailer to tell 50 Cent. He went in the trailer. He said he couldn't see 50. He said to a man, yo, where's 50? He said, look up. 50 Cent was all up at the top of the stairs laughing. He said, yo, what's 50 doing in the ceiling? You get me? Bro, man overrate 50, like, and this is just the truth. This is all facts. This is just the truth. You get me? So when I'm just tired of man acting like 50 Cent was just running stuff and that he wasn't. And that's all. Great music and all that. Still one of the best to do it. But we're not going to act like 50 Cent was running the streets and had man shook. He did. 50 Cent was on the defensive. Yeah?
I look up, son. This nigga all the way up on the steps like, son, where 50 at? A nigga said, look up. I looked up, son. This nigga, you know, he got steps and shit in the wall. This is a big filming studio, man. Big ass warehouse type shit. I look up, son. This nigga all the way up on the steps laughing. I said, what the fuck? In my head, I'm saying, what the fuck this nigga doing in the ceiling? Real talk, son. This is just keep it real, blood. Anyway, the nigga came back down laughing and said, he said, what happened? I said, nothing. This nigga just came through, the nigga left. Was good. So he was like, all right, let's go outside. So we go outside, but shit was already going though, you heard? But this is just...
See what I'm saying? This is all I'm saying is that I can show you countless situations of 50 Cent being in situation. Like, man need to just, you know what I'm saying? I know 50 Cent had that persona and that rapping like, yo, I do this and do that, rare. And I'm not saying 50 Cent wouldn't do that. I'm saying 50 Cent is smart. But man, 50 Cent is smart because he's the only one still. Suge Knight's in jail. He's the only last man standing. He outlived and outlasted all these men in the music industry and in the streets. Is still alive. So I'll give it to 50 Cent. It's not about, like I said, it's not about being the hardest. It's about being the smartest. But man, stop acting like 50 Cent was out here handling business, getting man licked down, getting this and that happen. He wasn't, brother. When he got rich, he moved to LA, hired police, and just, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm not saying is a bad thing at all. But there was a lot of man actively trying to do harm to 50 Cent and G-Unit. And that man was on the defensive. That's all I'm saying. You get me? That's all I'm saying. I can show you more and more stuff and that, but I'm not going to go into Pierre. You get me? We're already nearly half an hour into this video, so I'm going to leave it there. But my whole main reason I did this video was to let man know that, like, yo, when you be in all honesty, in the streets, 50 Cent didn't win none of the wars that he was in with the real street people in the street. I'm not saying that because he's soft or not. I'm saying he was smart and just rare. But, yo, there's no need to be biased. Just be real about it, about the situation. Like I said, I think he's smart. And I'm not saying I wouldn't have done the same thing 50 Cent. I wouldn't have hid in the trailer and went upstairs, though. If Suge Knight came out, I probably would have came outside, though, and said, yo, walk on, like, you get me? But, I don't know, anyway. Let me know what you lot think, man. Do you lot think that? And if you do think 50 Cent won any of these street beefs with Murder Inc., with Jimmy Henchman, and all these, man, there, World and Suge Knight. I'm not really saying that he had beef with World and Suge Knight, but Jimmy Henchman and Murder Inc., no, 50 Cent did not beat them. He beat Murder Inc. musically. Jimmy Henchman had them lot under pressure. Yeah, and it's documented as well. Let me know what you lot think anyway. If you're watching the channel, subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave a comment below.
Ain't no school for this shit. You gotta be smart enough to pick up the information as you go. Niggas say I'm crazy, I be thinking, yep. I was crazy enough to believe what the fuck I was saying gonna happen was gonna happen. And that's why I was persistent enough and consistent enough to exist now. You understand what I'm saying? You just gotta hustle, man. You gotta go hard, man. You see it playing games, man? Niggas got it, I'm gonna get it, trust me.